after you are out there taking your photos, now it is time to edit them. And the big question is, how? How does that work? How do you do it? What are the best programs? Where do I go? What do I do? Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. All right, we're here to just kind of pare that down for you. You have a few choices when it comes to editing. You've got the consumer level editing software, which is usually free and honestly usually not that great. And then you have the pro level software, which is industry standard is the Adobe products. So you've got Photoshop and Lightroom. I will tell you, Creative Cloud with Adobe is amazing. And you can get Photoshop and Lightroom for only $10 a month. That's like 2 cups of coffee, guys. It's completely worth it.
Yeah.
Plus, when you're on Creative Cloud, that's hard to say. They're constantly coming out with updates, and the updates are all free because you're on that monthly subscription. And sometimes they roll out with updates that are like, oh my gosh, where has this been my whole life? This is amazing. Yeah.
I mean, we're not here to bash those free softwares like Picasa, I know is one of them. But they cannot do what the more powerful programs can do. I mean, really, with those freebies, it's kind of like you can control a few aspects of the whole image. Maybe you can make it a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, maybe increase the contrast. But with the paid softwares like Photoshop and Lightroom and Photoshop Elements, even if you want to start there, that's totally fine. You can do spot edits. You can make part of the photo lighter and part of the photo darker. If you need to even things out, you can take leashes out of photos. Oh my gosh. I tell my clients, I joke, that's what Photoshop was made for. So definitely those paid for softwares like Photoshop, Elements, Lightroom, Bridge is one of the ones that I use. You've got some great options out there, and they don't break the bank, more importantly. And once you get in there, of course, it is a little easy to be overwhelmed by everything they can do. I use Photoshop every day, and I still kind of feel like I've scratched the surface of the iceberg, and there's still so much more that I have yet to learn, but I've mastered what I need to know to give my photos the effects that I want to give them. Right. I know how to give it that extra pop, maybe some extra saturation and color and vibrance, whatever you want to be able to do with your photos. That's what you need to learn. And the rest of the tools that are out there, let them be. You don't have to use them every day or even ever. So they're kind of fun to play around with, but only, if they're not going to stress you out. So.
Yeah. And I love Lightroom. I do about 90% of my editing in Lightroom. I only go into Photoshop for the final touches if necessary.
So it'll just depend on your style and your preferences on how often you go into Photoshop. But we encourage you to get comfortable. If you want more instruction on the tools and how to exactly use what you need to know how to use in those programs, we do have a video all about editing. We actually started from bare basics. We started actually with a couple of shoots that we did. You can find that available in our video library, and you can see kind of where things started and how we took and developed and post-processed the images into the final products. So if you really want to see start to finish, check out that video. Or we also highly suggest Creative Live and Linda. Those are amazing websites with a ton of education out there that's going to teach you everything you need to know, and probably way more.
Yeah, so check out the pro programs, check out Adobe Creative Cloud. I can't speak highly enough of it. And just play around and see what you come up with.
Have fun.